Hello everybody, welcome to Planet Coaster. How are you all doing? Welcome. This is going to be probably my first series in the game, and I say first, I don't know if I'm going to play more of it in the future. I intend on playing quite a lot of it, and in fact that was my justification for being able to spend £30 on this game. The game is a little bit on the pricey side in my opinion. It's £30, $45 American, $60 Canadian I believe, sorry Will. This is Planet Coaster. If you know what Planet Coaster is, I'm sure if you're watching this video you already know what it is. It's a coaster building, a theme park building simulation game made by Frontier, who actually made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And then when Roller Coaster Tycoon World got passed around, a bunch of the Frontier people who weren't developing World basically went, hey, Roller Coaster Tycoon World looks garbage, let's make our own game and let's make it good. And that seems to be what they've done. I haven't played it much yet. I've watched maybe about 3 hours of content, and I've played for about 20 minutes just to get used to the controls and all that sort of stuff. Now I'm hoping if we jump into the campaign, I'm hoping I'll be told a little bit what to do for the first few missions anyway. If not, could be interesting. This is Planet Coaster though. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourselves. As I said, I'm going to do the career this time, and you may see me make sandbox parks in the future. I did a Parkitect series a while back, and I'm going to do a proper Parkitect series. It was only like 10 episodes long. I'm going to do a proper one in the future when the game hits full release. It was pre-alpha when I did that. But this game just hit full release, so we're going to do the career. I'll probably do a sandbox one in the future. I'll probably do a challenge one. Let's see what happens. Let's play career. Let's see how it goes. See if people enjoy it. I'm excited. So, this is our career. We have one mission available because we haven't done anything yet. This is the world. You can see people hanging out here. I actually am also on this world if we go back. There I am. Just hanging out in England. I don't know who that is. That's Frippic, who is also in England for some reason. I don't know why. And also, who's this in the middle of the ocean? But Drax in the middle of the ocean. Okay. Well, there I am hanging out in halfway between London and Manchester. I'm sort of more in like Liverpool there. I'm sort of off to the side. You can see your friends. Everyone sets up like an HQ, and on here you can sort of share blueprints for rides and stuff, like Israel Blarg did. You can put them in the workshop. Anyway, not really relevant to us now. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to go in career. So there's all like the default in-game stuff, all the rides are in-game, all the shops are in the game, and there's plenty of sufficient choice, but there's also workshop integration, and even an integration directly in the game where you can interact with your friends. Let's do the first mission. Captain Lockjaw's Berry Treasures Beginner. So we're going to have 3 objectives for each one, and then we'll be able to move on to the next one. Once we hit 9 total stars, which you can see there are only 9 available, so all of the stars, we can unlock the next lot of stuff, and you can see the difficulties here: beginner, easy, medium, hard. 36 stars in total for the career. Let's see what we can do here. So, Pirate Battle. Avast me hearties and welcome to Planet Coaster. Shiver those timbers and take charge of this explosive pirate park. I just realised I didn't take note of what time I started this. Hopefully this video isn't too long. Okay. Take charge of the explosive pirate park, complete ride construction, draw in the crowd to give your guests a swashbuckling good time. Let's do it. So I can open it in like free build mode with unlimited money. I can open it in challenge mode. That's cool. Let's just do it as God intended for it to be done. So I'm hoping this episode will be around 20 minutes. I think that's going to be the par for these, at least for now, because I can't record next week. So I need to try and get as many done as possible. You can align paths to a grid by using Select Grid in Path Settings. So it's got a very City Skyline UI. If you've played City Skyline before, very intuitive, sleek. Everything as you expect it to be. But let's see how this loads here. It's taking a little while to load because it's loading like a whole scenario, so to speak, a whole environment. Okay, Pirate Battle. Avast me hearties. We've already read this. Okay, so I currently have 30 FPS. Slightly concerning, I'll be honest with you guys. And by slightly I mean like this is concerning. Let's pause the simulation here. This may be a 30 FPS series, in which case I apologise, but I think my PC is dying. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting 40 FPS here. My apologies if this series ends up being 30. Yeah, sorry. I'll try and make it better for the next episode. I'll see what I can do to try and get the frame rate a bit higher in the next episode. So this is compromise met. Pause the simulation. This is going to be a 30 FPS series. My apologies. I think my computer's dying. Quite unfortunate. I think my hard drive is the problem. I need to do something about that. Okay, welcome to Planet Coaster. We have objectives here. 1 star for each, an easy, objective, medium, and a hard one. So we need to attract 800 guests. We currently have 644. Build 2 rides. We currently have 1. So obviously need to build another ride, try and get more guests in. We need to 900 guests and 4 rides, 1100 guests, and acquire $15,000, which could be the problem. We start with $5,000. Okay. Now with that, we need to build a ride. Where is the entrance? I don't know what that is actually. What is this? Just a cool looking building. Okay. See if we can find... No, that just leads to another cool looking building. I believe it's got to be back here then, right? Where in the heck are they coming from? Guys, where are you coming from? Here we go. Here's the entrance. Okay, how much are we charging? That's a chief beef. That is not the entrance. That is a chief of beef. It's a cool looking coaster here. You can ride the coasters, as might be expected from this sort of game. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where they're coming in from here. This? Okay, be real with me, game. You've lost me already. You know what? It doesn't actually matter. Really? I wanted to know how much they were paying to get in. What we're going to do is I'm just going to start off right away with a ride, I think. What have we got here? Wild Blue. Let's look at the prices here. So, I don't want to go with the cheapest. Let's go with the Rocktopus. It seems like relatively in theme here. We're going to turn it sort of this way, and I'm just going to whack it here. I've got an idea for a queue where it'll go round. So this episode may be figuring stuff out, or I guess demonstrating the game a bit. Because like I said, I'm sort of semi-blind in that I've played about 20 minutes, I've watched a bunch of video-based content, but I haven't really played the game for my own self yet. So let's bring this over here. So the idea is to have it like coil round. I believe the guests don't really like it if the queue's sort of too long. So I'll just do like a nice subtle coil. By subtle I mean like a really obvious little snack. I am the snack there. And then we're just gonna have, what path is this? This one? I believe so. So that's not quite what I wanted to do there. So the paths, they pretty much work how you'd expect them to work, honestly. This ride is now open. We're paused, okay. Well, let's leave it at 1 play now. So let's see, so we need money. 450, what I'm going to do to gauge is, you want to try and find sort of an equilibrium of where people are happy to pay the price. So you're getting money, but also, because you sort of want to be getting money from it, obviously, but you don't want to get it too high because people won't queue. But you also don't want to get it too low because people will queue too much, and once it gets to sort of like, I don't know, around here, people will come up to it and start walking away just because they don't want to queue. So you got to find an equilibrium where you're making good money, but you're also balancing the queue out quite well. So for now, we're going to leave that there. What we're going to call this, I'm so bad with names. You ever seen any of a Pokemon series? Or if you saw the Parkitect series, I'm atrocious with names. I'm open to suggestions from names from the comments. If anyone ever has any suggestions better than mine, because my problem is Rocktopus. That is a hella rad name. So you know what? Let's just hella rad ride. Because I'm really bad with names. I'm really bad with names. I'll be the first to admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. I'll just... Oh, that's the butt of a child. Let's move on before this gets banned. Okay, so now we've built our ride. So if we go here, guests think commotion in the ocean. There's a long queue time. Is this commotion in the ocean? This is the high seas. It also has a long queue time. Where's commotion in the ocean? Is that this? It is. So what we can do to get that queue, that is a large queue. It's fully full. What we can do to get that down is turn the price up. Which is mostly a win-win situation. Oh my god, achievement progress for 3 achievements there. Mostly a win-win situation because another achievement progress. We get more money from the people who still want to queue for it, and the people who don't want to queue for it will just walk away. These guys are really slow at leaving the ride. I don't know what the time for this ride actually is, because it doesn't take many guests at once, seems to be the problem. Like, you look at how many people are in the queue here, and how many people are sort of walking up to it, and you compare to the people who've just got off. There's a few. What is it? 5 times 4? And 2 people getting each? No, it takes loads. It just didn't take a few ride last time. Oh, dude, it takes loads. Nary a concern in sight. Let's bump it up like 750. People are going to start walking away now. I think this is fine. I'll check back on the queue in a bit. Queue's much shorter now. I think in the long run it'll be worth it. This queue's full. Oh, they go mad for the Roctopus, dude. Oh my lord. It's like a scene from Dead Rising 4. Theme Park Edition. Man, they are pumped for this. You know what I should do then? Supply and demand, baby. $6. The music's jamming too. $6.50. It's still full. I don't know if once they're in the queue they're not going to leave. Ocean commotion. View the ride. Oh, so people are still complaining about the queue on this. I think the solution to this is just keep turning up the cash then, honestly. Same with this. Park entrance is usually free. $20. See, money... I'm yet to come across a theme park-based video game where the money on stuff is realistic. Because in real life, you pay like, what, $70 for a ticket, and then the money comes from the shops. That wouldn't be a very interesting way to run the game, but still. In this... Well, I don't know, I've not tried it with this, but in like in Parkitect or in Roller Coaster Tycoon games, you put the money up to like $70, they just sort of don't come in the park ever. So we currently have 677 guests. That is exactly the same as when we started, isn't it? Or have we lost some? Where can I see my objectives here? So we've already built 2 rides, 679, so we need like more guests. So what we can actually do to get more guests in is we bring up park management. We can see all sorts of information here. People are mostly happy, staff mostly aren't. Let me actually have a look at the paths here. We don't have any... We have the occasional bin. I've discovered in my short amount of time in this game so far, bins and benches galore is always the right way to go about. We do have some, it seems. Yeah, we seem to have a reasonable amount, to be fair. We're not lacking on those. So I should point out as well, things like this. Building 368, building 379. These, I'm pretty sure, these 2 blueprint buildings are like custom done buildings which are all built within the engine. And now I'm pretty sure these actually in a park increase the guest happiness, because they'll walk around, they'll be like, wow, this is a very nicely decorated park. So if they're walking around over in this area over here, they'll be sort of like, oh, this is a really nice area. But say I started to build this path out a bit more, put a couple rides but didn't really decorate it, they might be like, hey, this area is not as interesting, and this is also still getting mad cash. So is this. Maybe we just need another ride here. I'm just being wary of my money. My money is like basically increasing here. We're basically just making mad cash. Let's maybe set up a food court in this area as well. There's a lot of people here. Here's a queue for this. The queue for this is nowhere near as long, I've noticed. Does that perhaps have something to do with the price, or is it just... I think the turnaround time is just much shorter on this. People are just getting to the queue in much shorter amount of time. I love this attention to detail. Like, this is a thing you get in actual roller coasters and actual parks, and this is the first time I've seen it in a roller coaster game. So he's just part of the queue. He's pretty cool. Monthly running cost $2. I think people just aren't coming to it quickly enough. I don't necessarily think that the price is too high. Like, I don't think people are walking away from it. I think it's just the flow is like just at the right equilibrium that it's just filling up slowly. In which case we just leave that then. Guessing commotion in the ocean has a long queue. It does have a long queue. But it's not that long. It's a thing. I mean, I may as well just keep getting money from it then, right? And this again is just still full. Right, let's leave that for now. Money, we're getting a lot of money. We're also, a lot of people are queuing up. The right thing to do here seems to just build another ride here, honestly. Wild Blue, perhaps? Do you reckon? What do we have? I just realised. Roctopus. Roctopus. I just built the same ride twice. Okay, in which case, let's get some teacups with a view. Not that high up. Teacups with a view over these rides? Yeah? I like it. Place entrance. Here. Place exit here. Path. I can't believe I built the exact same ride twice without even realising it. So I think, how do you descend path? Raise or lower path? Like that. I don't want to do that yet. I want to go out by like one more. Curve it round. I want the path to be in the air just because it's like cool. Or at least some of it. Bring it round here. Okay, I get path controls, that's fine. And then honestly, the queue's already going to be quite long, so I'm just going to attach it. I'm not going to curve it down to the bottom. Let's make this open, and then I need an exit path. What path are we on? Red, right? Yeah. Ah, this is going to need to immediately curve down here. And it just connects in time. It's open. How much is it? Not enough. I can't believe I have two of the same ride and they're still both like... That queue is not stopped being rammed the whole time. And this one, that's probably the quietest it's been. Okay. So you can change colours of it. You can change like inspection time. I don't know if we can do that yet actually, but we can at least request inspections to just make sure that it stays efficient. This is wear and tear. It's green. The lower that gets, the more likely it is to break down, I believe, which is why you can request inspections just to bring that wear and tear up. So if it's got like halfway, I could request an inspection. Or a refurbishment, which just like brings it straight back up. Whereas I think... I don't know the difference actually. I know refurbishment literally just like shoots it, like just gives it back up. So say if it's here, we'll do a refurbishment and it'll just go up. I don't know what the inspection does. Okay, well, that's fine. Teacups, what are we going to call this? I was going to call it Madrina's Boys, because I was watching a Northern Lions beta series, and he called it coffee mugs. So I was like, the go-to, Madrina's Boys. But then he started his full release game, and he called it Madrina's Boys. But you know what? I thought of it first. Madrina's Boys. I didn't think of it first. I'm calling it Madrina's Boys. Expect NLSS memes. I watch a lot of memes. I've never seen the NLSS before. So the camera's also like, you can go some pretty radical places. What is this? It's a bird. You can't click it and kill it. Many guests are thirsty. Thank you, game, for giving me some direction in life, because I was just waiting mostly. So people are starting to head up to here. Not many though, I've noticed. I think the queue just needs some time to build. You know what? Whilst it's starting up, 650. Monthly profit plus 6 grand. So I think it's just about time. We don't have many guests yet. So to get guests in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to advertise, but we'll do that in a second. Especially now I have so much money. For now, guests are complaining about not having enough drink. Let's get them a simple one, because I want to be... So blueprints are basically the cool looking stuff. You can research them, you can get them from friends. You can get them from... the market. We're not made of money. Although actually we do have a lot of money. I probably will struggle much more in the future, that should be pointed out. A lot of this is just down to the fact that this is like the very first mission. I had 9 frames a second for a second there. But let's turn this way. And just have it there. Oh, the frames. Here we go. Why can I not... Get rid of this. Change the price. Here we go. It's open. This is just show me its price. Items for sale. $5 each. I'll give them extras. I guess that means the extras just mean that I'm gonna... The cost will be higher, but maybe more people will be likely to buy them. Because I can't seem to set the cost on those, which is fine. So we can check out the finances here. Last month's income obviously is new. Monthly running cost $227. Vendor salary $150. Hopefully we'll start making profit now. There we go. Is it getting... It's losing money. Which is a vague concern. Right, you don't get marshmallows anymore. If you're not going to pay a good price, you don't get the marshmallows. I'm not made of money. And then marshmallows to you. Okay. Are we going to make more money now? We're making more money already. Dude, look at them swarming around it. Like, they've never seen a fucking milkshake before. I don't know what to do with themselves. Should I just build a second one then? Because they're going crazy for it. Shops and facilities. Drink shops. That's all we have unlocked currently. I think it's reasonable to have two next to each other. It's just basically making the queue longer, except like, not really. More shops and facilities are available to research. So I'm not really sure what this means. Start research. A coaster, since I don't have any. $1,000 per month. That's a lot. So that's $1,000 per month is going to go into research now. Honestly, that seems fine. Because I think this just... I don't know if the research carries through or if it's just this scenario. Regardless, the queue's finally not ridiculously long on that, but it's still massive enough. Like, this is a lot of money stood in this queue right about now. How's the queue doing on this? There we go. We're starting to get people here. As long as it has a constant flow, like, I don't really want massive queue. I think the queue's too long. I think a lot of people are just turned off by the length of it. Queue on this one, dying down. Ah, we've made something good happen here. Like, maybe I should spice this queue up since there's so many people here. What's the queue like? Okay, where about is that listed? Many guests are thirsty. They just need to go to a different part of the park. 5%, that's where it is. So, I'm gonna go scenery. Just put some plants down. These probably aren't gonna bring it much, but it's something. Just to cheer the place up a little bit. A cannon? This shoots, I believe. No, not on a platform. I want to turn it. Yeah, shoot just like the people in the queue. That doesn't seem safe. It's fine. I wonder if these like untextured blocks would actually like give it extra stuff. I have a palm tree. How does that look? Oh, you know what? Let's tilt it. Let's go like one like this. Can I have another one go this way? There we go. It doesn't block the way, does it? Can people still get in? Can they get in? The queue is full. The queue's not full. 14%, is that it? I'm not convinced they can get in. Let's just move this slightly further out. I don't know if that actually was doing anything or not. Hopefully they can still get into that queue now. That's mildly cool looking. 14%. Pfft. It's better than it was before. It's better than 5%. They're getting some mad snacks there. Many guests are thirsty. You think I care what many guests think? 790. We have gone up 100 guests, so I think naturally we'll make it in the end. Since we have so much money, I think it makes sense that we do a little bit of marketing. Where is our guests coming from? Adult is the most. $30, $33.11. Families are the least. They're also spending the least, which makes not a great deal of sense considering most of our rides are family orientated. However, gift shop. We don't have any gift shops, I don't think. The coasters, the teens. There's already a lot of adults in here. I think we should go to the teens, get more teens in, because they're spending a lot. They're spending the most, actually. I think a lot of teens are going on coasters twice. More teens are going on coasters twice than adults are. That's what I like to hear. Marketing, so what we can do here, select a marketing campaign, and we can find... what do we want? 5 grand is a lot. So we want to go... a poster campaign, and that'll attract teenagers. That'll cost us $1,000 per month, and that will hopefully attract more teenagers into the park, which will just generally bring our guests up, which is what we're after. So we have 12 grand. That's actually like huge. Let's look at our finances here. Yeah, we're making a lot of money. This is the beginner one. This is gonna get much harder very quickly. Don't worry. Our park. This is what it looks like from space. This is a picture taken from the moon. It's in the middle of nowhere, which is a bit odd. I'm surprised how many people get here, but Right, let me check my recording. I think it may be time to wrap this one up. It is time to wrap this one up. So we're going to go ahead and stop it, and then I'll just carry on where we left off. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Planet Coaster, the inaugural episode of Planet Coaster. Hopefully, fun times are to come. I'm looking forward to it. I think the game is pretty cool so far. It pretty much is the game we've needed since Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I think Frontier have really pulled through on this one. I'm very excited. Many guests are thirsty still. Oh, here we go. Obviously, that poster. Oh, 800. I thought it was 1,000, so we were only like 10 off when I put that advertisement in. Okay, cool. So we now, when we come back, need to attract